Hello, everyone, and welcome back into another episode of The Three View. Today, we're here with Granite City head coach DJ Vold. How's it going today?
It's going well. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So we'll just jump right on into last season. So, another successful year in the books and another trip to the Fraser Cup. Kind of reflect on last season for us.
Yeah, we had a really good year. I think we accomplished a lot of the things we wanted to as far as our goals that we set at the beginning of the year. Obviously, it didn't end the way we wanted, but we're always happy to make it back to the Fraser Cup, and that's the goal again next year. So.
Yeah. Of course. And then as we kind of dive into your playing history, so you actually played for Granite City. Talk about the importance of that to you and kind of being able to give back and, return to the community.
Yeah, it made my transition a lot easier. I got hurt my last year with a bunch of guys that I had been with for a long time. So I got hurt and wasn't going to be able to play. So I hopped on the bench and kind of never left. So I actually started my coaching career coaching a bunch of guys that I played with.
Oh, okay.
They kind of, so with that group, the first year kids were here for a year or two after. And then after that, I got out of kids I played with. But I've been very fortunate to have our general manager and president around Brad Wilner, he kind of took me under his wing when I was 21 years old. And I've enjoyed it ever since. So I have no complaints.
Yeah. And like you said, you've been there for so long. What about the culture has drawn you into staying within the organization?
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest part, right? It's easy for me to believe in what we're doing because I did it as a player as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I put my own twist on some things, but a lot of the things are the exact same even before I got here. Our teams run like a big family. My family's always around. My dad's our equipment manager.
Oh, awesome.
And we're a family-owned team as well. Mm-hmm. We all care about each other. Do families fight? Sure they do, but we kiss and make up and move on.
Yeah. And then as we talk about the end of the season awards last year, your team was awarded, NATV Production of the Year. Speak about the importance of having a successful broadcast for scouts, and then in addition to, the parents that can't be at every game and the fans as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important. I mean, the people that broadcast our game at Bitstream Media, Brian and Don and Lummel have done a fantastic job for us and kind of taken our production and put it on steroids and kind of took it to the next level. It's what, year 2, 3, 4 of having them around. And I think it's important, right? We have kids coming from all over the country, all over the world to come play.
Right.
So you want their families and loved ones to be able to see them play and to be able to tell what's going on and where their kid is and things like that. So what they do is really important. And we can't thank them enough for all the work they put in. And it's something we don't take very lightly.
Yeah, of course. And as we look at the standings from last year, obviously you were first overall in the West Division, but you were also the third overall team for goals for in that category in the league as a whole. Speak about what your offense was like last year and how it was so successful.
Yeah, offense was great. Offense was great. I mean, for a stretch there, it felt like it didn't matter who it was. It felt like when we needed one, we were going to get one. We had really good depth when it came to scoring, and we believe that's the easiest way to do it. You don't have to rely on one line or a couple guys to carry the load when it comes to putting the puck in the net. If everybody on the team has the ability to do it, it makes it a lot easier, a little less pressure on everybody. So I think last year was an overall good team offensive output, let's say, where you had guys, let's say, towards the bottom of the lineup that could produce any night. You obviously lean on the guys on top when times get tough, but overall everybody pitched in and it made it easier on everybody else.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's easier, like you said, that way when you're able to kind of pull from the depth and rather just, if the first line center gets injured and then you're like, oh no, now what do we do?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
And so as this episode is released, you'll be in the middle of your training camp. Or your main camp, sorry. So you had 4 players moving on to college and a few others signing or getting drafted in the NA as well. Talk about the kind of players that you're looking to bring in during this camp.
Yeah, first and foremost, we want guys who want to be here. We want guys who will buy into the Lumberjack way and what we're doing. And outside of that, we don't only want good hockey players. We want good people as well. It's important for the kids we bring into the community to come and be a part of it and be a be a benefactor of our community. We're fortunate to have a great following here in Sauk Rapids and St. Cloud, and we want kids who will come in and enhance that instead of hurt it. Other than that, we like kids who can skate. We like kids who can handle the puck, no different than anybody else, right? We're all after the same people, and but we also like kids who like to do the things that, let's say, aren't fun or noteworthy. That'll help us win. So you need those guys as well. So we're looking for a mix of everything. But most importantly, we want guys who want to be around and want to be a part of our community.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, you had all those players advancing to the next level. Talk about what it means to you to help these players achieve their goal.
Well, it's why they come here. It's what we sell them. We're a league of development. We're a league to get these kids where they want to be, whether it's college hockey, it's higher levels of junior hockey, you name it, we're willing to do it. And that comes with the kids we bring in. We want kids working towards goals, working on getting better, and hopefully moving up. And it's a win-win situation. We get to promote that the kids are going where they want, and they get to go be where they want. So the end goal is to always have the kids continue to play after they're done playing here. So we're happy for everybody moving on.
Yeah, 100%. And earlier in, my series, I talked to the head coach of Alexandria, Jeff Krause, and he talked about kind of the rivalry that you guys have with one another. And you guys are, coincidentally kicking off the season against one another. Yeah. Talk about your thoughts on the rivalry and how excited you are to, kick things off against them.
Oh, it's awesome. It's we have the nice thing is every game in our division is tough, but there's a little extra steam behind the games against Alex, and it's no secret to anybody. We respect the heck out of each other, but we don't really care for each other when it comes to game time. So it's always a good battle. They do a great job up there putting teams together, and we hope we do just as good of a job, if not better, and end up on top.
Yeah. And then as we head into the season, we're getting pretty close now. It's August 2nd when we're recording this. What are you most looking forward to this year?
I think the one thing I look forward to every year is getting new guys in the door and see how they fit in and mix in, and then just making the kids better. Yeah. Every group is unique that you have in the locker room, and some kids need to be coached different ways and things like that. So it's kind of finding out what is going to make next year's group successful, because it's never the same. So, right. And it's always an ongoing process. It's a long year. So I'm excited to get them in, get them going, and get a little routine back in my life.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Well, thank you so much for coming on today. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to this upcoming season.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.